Like, what the hell is that? The arbitrary skulls. Oh, man.
Alright, now we can turn it up because the game volume's pretty low. Although it could get pretty loud. I wonder if Pete will wake up at 3 in the morning again.
Stay up till 5 talking to us.
I'm gonna grab some whiskey.
Alright.
You want some?
Yeah, sure. It says you just went live on Twitch.
Yeah. Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good heads up there. It's
My phone
nice.
told me, even though I'm sitting here watching you do it. So that was nice of my phone.
Very helpful phone.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see yours what.
I think Buddy wants some whiskey too, in the way he's staring at it.
He was at the party with a beer. He was like, "I want some beer, Mike," and I was like, "Buddy, you can't have beer."
Alright, thanks.
Yep. All right. So where are we going tonight, Paul? We need a mantra. Like, where are we going tonight? To hell.
The opposite of heaven.
The opposite
It's hell.
Yes, that's true.
Which we'll probably end up in eventually, but...
It's true. We are pretty terrible people, aren't we?
Yep.
I do not want that.
Okay, so Mike's going on vacation next week, so we're going to beat it this week.
Totally. So we're just done with it. Also, Alex reminded us that we've been playing this for almost a year and still have not.
So we're done after tonight, guys.
Because we're totally gonna win the thing. I
All
feel like
viewers-
this sounds a lot like when you were saying you were gonna beat level 89 or no, 99, 98 on Earth Defense Force
Yeah.
for like
We're
3
just
months
like
straight.
that, yeah. Well,
This time,
we'll actually do it this time because we're the best. And we're not the best in our defense force.
I mean, I don't know. You're pretty good at Earth Defense Force.
Mm.
Okay.
Thanks.
So whispers from like a billion years ago.
Mm.
I always forget how to do this. Pop out.
Okay, there we go.
You could be carrying me through the stage, Paul, like I always do.
Oh,
when
yeah, I should do that
because it is the first stage.
the ghosts will show up.
Well, also in which like it's not really that critical that we. I call it.
Okay,
There you go. Oh, I can jump off. I didn't know that. Did you already check the side or
I'll
not?
check that side. Oh, there's
Okay.
something there. Oh, sorry. Good start. Good
I'll do
hustle.
an excellent start.
Good hustle.
there's
Jeez,
Phil.
Phil's quick now. Jeez.
Yeah, it's right there.
Just
Just all-
started.
Hey, what's up?
Man, Phil, you're quick. You're like you're waiting on this.
Did you get a notification?
I was watching one of the old dudes RPG stream. I got a notification on the screen saying it didn't work.
I saw he was up to Persona. That's quite a long ways through it.
Which persona?
Yeah, it's kind of amazing how much of the PlayStation, like RPG library has gotten through. Like,
Which
I-
persona?
honestly.
I think it was the first one, first Persona.
Oh, Persona 1. I haven't even played
Yeah,
that.
Persona 1 was amazing.
Oh, the original PlayStation version, not the PSP remake. Hmm.
Yeah. I think it's maybe played the PSP one as well.
Okay.
He played everything in chronological for the NES.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, now.
How does so I haven't watched too much of it. Like, does he actually does everything? He goes all the way to the end of the game. Like,
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't necessarily 100% like,
yeah.
yeah, like, he just like, what we have, we call King's Quest Start, because, King's Field 2 is actually King's Field 3, which is kind of the prototype of the old Soul War, series.
Yeah, it was from Software's old games before
Yeah,
they...
from Software's very first games, they're basically first person, like, not quite as strong as the Souls games, but you can definitely sort of see that line. Anyways, like, that one game was like 40 or something hours.
That's crazy.
Mm.
Like, he played all the way through.
How many has he played so far of these JRPGs? Or
Like,
RPGs?
I think this is game number 1 or something. Some number of thousands of hours.
Yeesh.
That's amazing.
That's a lot
I love
of
it.
RPGs.
Yeah, I shut them on the screen right now. Sorry, this is game number 156. But it's still 2,779 hours.
Well, it's only 176. That's not as impressive. Have to try harder.
It's still a lot of goddamn games.
That is a lot of games. Oh man, I don't know. I want to think that I could do that. I don't know that I could actually do that.
Meanwhile, I'm dragging my feet on Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So,
There's like,
let's not
there's
miss
a lot of
this.
games that are actually pretty fun. And there's a lot of games that are like just now. Right?
Mhm.
Like you think of all that, just the
Yeah, that's impressive. I'll get this. Don't worry.
I was surprised when I got it.
The idea was actually just flat out giving was the RPG release for the Jaguar. The Jaguar and the other sucks. The same file, like,
Wow, they made an RPG for the Jaguar? They made an RPG for the Jaguar? That's news to me.
I feel like they should somebody should fix the emulator just so that he can like go back and play it.
Right. Yeah, it's Towers 2, which is like Towers is a crappy dungeon crawler RPG game. It's about like ported like 6 million times to different platforms and they all suck.
Good to know.
Jaguar had like the weird off-brand Nintendo stuff too, right? Or is that something else? That was CDI. CDI had the weird
The Zelda. Yes.
Yes.
Jaguar was 60.
Exactly 2.5.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Which is also amazing. And that is the original version of it with Spinner, which like doesn't look quite as good nowadays as it used to. But it's still a solid game.
And it was 64 bits, unlike the other systems that were 32 bits.
Yeah, sure. It had 4 16-bit processors.
That's right.
By raw accuracy,
You wouldn't know that from the commercial, which touted how 64-bit it was. Look how much 64 bits it had.
Wait, are you calling me a commercial genius? It's such a thing even possible.
That's right. And it also had blast process. No, that was Sega.
That was the Sega. Was that the Sega CD? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, Genesis.
Yeah.
Which is super bullshit.
Well, like Nintendo played with some of that stuff too, with like the FX shit, but that actually did stuff, right?
Volt 7.
That shit was an actual shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the commercial will show Sonic going really fast, and then like, what about Super Mario Kart? It's so slow. Blast processing. Yeah. Those commercials so stupid. Anyway.
Like, I was thinking of exactly that commercial. That's one of my favorites.
Genesis does.
They had like that creepy skeleton thing, right? And it was like,
that was all extreme 90s stuff.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I don't know. It was good.
Oh yeah, we're just bitching about work as usual.
It was busy. It was perf week, so you got out at the right time. So that was as fun as it always is.
Sure.
But we all survived, as far as I know.
I have an early morning meeting, which if you know me well, you know that I'm a morning person.
That's like
morning.
that's like an East Coast thing, right? Like the
It's
customers
the
on
East
the East
Coast
Coast.
thing, so that's why I gotta get up at 7:30. which I'm excited about.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What else happened this week? It was cool. How was your week? Like, I'm trying to think of cool things that happened in my week, but
You're going to San Francisco.
oh yeah, I'm going to San Francisco next week. That's true.
That's not cool.
3 days I'm leaving to go back to
It's
San
like, I don't
Francisco
care
for a
about
week.
that.
So
It's not very
Is
cool.
it a summit or?
yeah, summit. Yeah, the West Coast core teams are doing the summit thing, so we're all getting together. Some folks from Zurich are coming out and all that, so
Nice.
it'll be a big thing. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to catching up with folks I haven't seen in a couple months. And let's see. Yeah, like I'm gonna do. There's this podcast I listen to called One Life Left, and they do video game karaoke. And they're gonna be in town for a GDC, so it kind of worked out that I was gonna be there at the same time. So I'm pretty stoked about that. It's gonna be fun.
That is cool.
They're like British too, so that like adds to it. But,
Yeah.
they're pretty great.
Mike saw them once before in London.
Yeah, I checked them out in London when I happened to be there when they were doing something in London too. Oh shoot! No.
Oh shit!
I missed it.
No, fuck. You're still alive though.
Yeah, you survived.
Yeah.
Well, I
You
don't
can
know.
go
How long am I
outside.
gonna be alive? I can just get rid.
Wait, no, wait, hold on. Get my sticky stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was like open on the bottom.
Yeah. Maybe you could bomb through and do it.
I can do that. I don't. There's nothing. Probably nothing here, right?
Oh wait, let me see if I can.
I'm gonna go in.
Yeah, you can just go inside.
Maybe I should have knocked him over and tried to steal his
that's a
shotgun,
good
but I didn't go
strategy.
against their strategy.
I like that. Just go in strategy.
Yeah, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to being back in SF for a week. Exactly 1 week. I don't really care to be there much longer. Or like making a list of all the different food places I can go check out.
So
and
you
then,
finally got sick of Portland, huh?
Nah, I haven't gotten sick of Portland. I like it here.
I stopped going to San Fran a while back.
Yeah.
I really tried.
There are folks that.
Oh
Shoot, I forgot about that. My bad.
Survived somehow.
I jumped over him. Oh, you hate flying? I could see that being not fun to do then.
Yeah, I don't like flying. I don't actually mind it. It's actually man, like
TSA.
early in TSA and like all that shit. I don't like it. It stresses me out because I'm constantly thinking,
Phil, you need a good genital scan every now and then. It's okay. You'll be fine.
Nobody needs that. Yeah, I was at a wedding in Texas for actually somebody who was an SRE, and it was like rural Texas. We had to fly into Amarillo, and we were like, man, this airport's really small. It'll be fine. We'll just get there like with an hour to spare. And returning the rental car took a little bit longer than we wanted. So we got to the gate like 45 minutes ahead of time, and they're like, we already closed the flight. And I was like, what? And they're like, if you rush, you might be able to make it. So we had to like go through security super fast, and it was just, we almost missed that flight. And I was like, when's the next flight going out? And they're like, a day and a half from now. I was like, this is not what I wanted to hear.
So we'll turn to episode 24.
Yeah, we were pretty quick through the airport that day. We're good on keys and stuff, probably.
Oh yeah, are you getting this?
I mean, it might be. Oh shoot! I thought I didn't see the other guy.
Oh, you threw it.
Nope.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. You can get him and then.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Did you stick to like cutting back on video games and stuff, or? Nope.
Yeah, I read a ton this week actually.
That's awesome. What were you reading?
I'm rereading the like the 45 and Winter series. So I read all of Consider Famous, and yesterday I started getting finished favorite game, which is not sure and today I started reading also which is the third one.
That's cool.
So
It-
things like that towards that I'm really curious.
They're like, there's quite a few books, right? Like it's like,
I think it's on.
okay, yeah. That sounds about right.
Would he die before he
I
finished the
don't know all
series?
of them, but I don't know all of the State of the Art, which is a short story collection that has a non-culture stuff in it, and culture short stories.
Okay.
It's just about like creatives, and so they copy at the cost of $29, and it's a not very cheap use copy, and
Oh, nice.
Um, yeah, I've been minimizing my video like that.
Your wrists are feeling better, or?
They are way better.
Okay.
Way better. It's definitely working.
Yeah, it's funny. Like you mentioned that stuff, and I was like, the last few weeks actually, my wrist had started like bothering me a little bit, and I was like, I hope this isn't the beginning of something worse. So, yeah, no, I do need to do that. I should probably get on that sooner rather than later.
Yes, you should.
You're still at like 60 words per minute?
I'm like 65 now.
That's pretty good.
Honestly, with my wrist getting in trouble,
Yeah. Makes sense.
Do you have carpal tunnel syndrome?
I haven't been getting into protocol.
Ah.
Like, seeing it all for the last 15, 20 years. So,
At least.
my family's criminal arthritis.
Okay.
And so, my wrists have never moved. So, like I mentioned, I have like a currently thinker. Okay, I did work for 6 months of my life. So, like, I do bad things to my wrists all
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, one of the things I was doing when my wrist started bothering me was I was like flattening my hand out on the pillow and then like basically putting my head on it to make sure that it stayed that way. Like I don't know how much that helped, but it seemed to feel better in the morning. So I should probably go like get things looked at some point, but I don't know, just to get ahead of it.
Yep.
I'm glad you mentioned
Yeah, I did a whole bunch of little things. I was reading like the last few minutes that with the EMT works, and that was actually really good. The doctor was like super talkative and helpful, and the doctor was asking her she was talkative. And she totally convinced me that there's absolutely no reason to make it out of any longer in North Carolina.
Oh, that's cool.
Which was a surprising result.
What was the reasoning behind that? Like,
Yeah, I mean, she had a great argument, which was you're not planning on living here long term. You only test for local allergies, and the only reason you get that testing is if you want to start making the shots to make yourself immune.
okay.
So why would you do that? You're not going to stay here for a long time. I want you to not going to give you useful information about like if you move to Wyoming.
Yeah.
Not that it's for the same option that they have there. You test for options over here. And I was like, wow.
That's really good because like I think there's like this meme about like doctors that they're always kind of deferring towards more testing or prescribing more things. So like it's good that there are people who don't operate that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And she was, I was like, I don't think I don't think it's worth your time. I don't think it's worth your money.
Is sorry, I was curious if Wyoming was where you're thinking about moving to because it sounded like you were thinking about heading someplace else. Okay. Okay.
What about Utah?
Utah could be good. I hear Utah's nice.
Yeah.
Except, like, some of the politics are pretty bad, but
Yeah.
other than that, like, it's a nice place. That's true. And
Yeah,
presumably
that's-
Wyoming wouldn't be that much better.
Yeah.
That's... Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for not just taking my money.
Yeah. And then actually today I finally got all my tax crap together.
Ah, nice.
And we're going to almost make my taxes.
Yeah.
This 1 year with this whole Google stuff for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, it was kind of where I was at. I had to. We sold a bunch of stock to buy the house that we're in now. So like, I was like, yep. We just did like, besides like getting married, we did everything you could do pretty much in a year. Sold a bunch of stock and then like bought a home. I got an electric vehicle. Like it's all over the fucking place. And I was reading through the like restricted stock like fact that they have, and I was like, I'm so glad I'm not doing this on my own because I feel like there's no way that I would get this correct if it was just me in isolation. So.
Yeah, and the first time we is someone who dates so she's actually done
Oh, I gotta stick with them, so.
Never mind.
probably the only time I'll have to do it, but
That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, it adds up, and that doesn't seem unreasonable.
Yeah, my initial grant was something like 116 units and $700 per piece split. And like when I sold it in the quarter, I was in two split. So it's like all worth out 100% interest.
Oh, sorry.
So like, you can't get really angry. Like, people are like, yeah, because you made something like,
Yeah.
where you surprised? And you're getting back a lot because you got rich. Like, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's pretty much it's weird when people are super complaining about that. The only thing I worry about is I don't want to double pay because they do some weird stuff with the W-2 and some of the like Schwab reporting sometimes is like not great. So, but I think
Yeah, fortunately, I'll look on FSB and reports better than Schwab.
Yeah.
Schwab,
they did again this year, like clockwork. They sent a corrected out like a couple days ago. I was like, thanks guys.
Yeah, thankfully, FSB should be better.
Yeah, I'd say that's definitely accurate. But yeah, I think it makes sense to just, especially if it's just a one-time thing. Like I think like after this year, I'll probably go back to doing it myself because it'll get a lot simpler. It'll just be like,
yeah, mine's going to be super simple. It's going to be a lot of like dividend interest and that's it. It's okay. I'm not worried about it now, but I'll pay the
I mean, I think it's more like I see it personally as more of like an insurance against me making a mistake that I probably have a much higher probability of making than somebody else who does it professionally.
And if you don't know taxes that well too, it's probably better to do it that way.
When it gets back to like something easy, like you have like this on your W-2.
That's how much you made.
Yeah.
All right.
Like write the number down. Okay, you're done. Like when I get back to that mode, that'll be fine, and I can get myself again. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep, that's my week. What's
What are you watching?
Season 2 of The Expanse.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch season 2. I've seen season 1. It's pretty good.
Yeah, season 2 is on
Okay.
Ah, nice.
How
We
did it turn out?
are all Prime members, I think.
Yeah, we're all Prime members. That is true.
Like yeah, like let's play a game. Do you have Amazon Prime? 20 questions.
And not just that, we both have the Amazon Rewards credit card.
Yeah, we do that too. Yeah. I like that one as well. It's got all the good points.
It does have all the good points. You just shot the dog.
I did. I'm sorry. That makes me feel a lot sadder actually than when the damsel's there.
Yeah.
It makes me feel weird. I don't know why I value the dog more than the dance.
Yeah, but you got that Amazon credit card.
I did. I know. I'm such a terrible person. I feel horrible. I'll try to find some way to atone for that.
You will by buying things on Amazon with your Amazon Rewards credit card.
That wouldn't do it at all. I would shoot this.
Jeff Bezos will forgive you if you do that.
Oh, really?
So, what do you do, Paul? I mean, I obviously, you're talking
So I work for a security company called IT security called Tripwire. So I mainly work in IT security. I manage their applications, Tripwire Enterprise. I have like a handful of clients that I work with, so I kind of go into their systems and just kind of manage their console, give them tips on ideals on how to use their stuff, how to use the product, do rule tuning and compliance tuning for them too. And I meet with them like every week and just talk to them about this stuff.
And I grab that ball.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's mainly.
LSU use Tripwire? I'm not actually sure.
Yeah. So basically, I just remote into their like internal environments and just operate the console and just kind of do configuration stuff. Just type of whatever like reports and tuning and things like that they need. Compliance stuff like CIS, PCI, kind of get those rule sets for them and make sure their systems are onboarded and up to date there. And then talk to them about these are your systems that are compliant with PCI. This is what you need to do. And here's some reporting that shows that and blah blah blah. So it's a job. But I've been doing so I've been taking the CCNA. I did part 1 back in November, so I'm doing part 2. And so once I finish, I'm trying to do that by May. And I have a Linux background. That's what I used to do, Linux administration stuff. So I'm from Chicago originally, and that's where that's where I started. I was working for a bunch of financial companies because that's what the big industry is out there.
Okay, that's what you do in Chicago.
Yeah. So I did a lot of Linux administration support there, and then before I moved to Portland, and then I was working for a web hosting company before I worked at Tripwire, and I was doing Linux and network, a little bit of that, just like you kind of activating switch ports and things like that, nothing major. But anyway, that's how I got into Linux and networking. So now I'm doing security. But anyway, I'm trying to do CCNA part 2, and once I do that, I'm gonna brush up on Linux because it's been a while since I used it in a job setting. I still know it, but I'm a little rusty at it. But eventually, I'm gonna try to get into security forensics. So that's my next job. Coming in later on. Just like packet analysis and things like that.
Yeah, I was actually the Linux security guy for all of LSU for like 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
That was probably the job that I liked the most that I've ever had.
Yeah.
Very self-directed. Like,
Yeah.
my qualification for the bank and whatever I thought was best for the security situation at LSU.
Right.
I set up some Windows boxes and basically there were like machines that all of the IT people with this institution that were tightly locked down and then use those to get to the internal network. And a bunch of other stuff too.
Yeah, we have that. Yeah, we have a VM environment that we do that for. When we go to our clients' environments, that's PCI compliant. So we just use those as like jump boxes to log into customer sites. It's really crappy infrastructure though, so it needs some updating. But that's kind of the same thing we do.
If you put it on, if you put this on
Yeah.
then the passwords themselves still actually
Yeah.
So they're
You
like,
also get rid of like 99% of SSH scans, like people trying to find like in your machine.
Yeah.
So they're kind of useless useful or like.
So they don't. So, so they don't actually analyze the type of packet you're saying. They just analyze the port if it's being used.
Yep.
What? Okay. But they're not. They don't go. Hey, what type of pack is this? Oh, it's SSH, the data payload. They don't care about that.
Yeah.
They just care about
Yeah.
the distance. All
And
right.
typically they really can't for HTTPS.
Yeah.
Because HTTPS just looks like that one, right?
Yeah.
But you finish it, it's all handshake, like it's just
Mm.
so apparently instead of being like, well, sure, that garbage shows suspiciously like it had the SSH error every like 40 seconds or whatever. You're just like, nah, it's being weird. That's all.
But I think if you were analyzing packets, you would pay attention to what is the content of this packet. But I
well,
guess not.
I mean, most of it should be encrypted, but you should at least see the SSH handshake. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
most of that would look pretty similar to a SSL like handshake.
Yeah, both of them are going to have handshakes. But I guess since they
Oh, jeez.
you can guarantee to have a handshake now.
I see.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense that they wouldn't be capturing every packet. So.
Yeah, you can't capture the back earlier. So yeah, the game result is basically always going over, even though it's completely wrong.
Yeah, I've been doing IT for about 10 years now. Mike and I started around the same time. We actually went to school together. That's how we know each other.
Yeah, we were roommates in college for a long
Yeah,
time.
and friends.
Well, yeah,
So-
friends and roommates.
Yeah.
We were friends, and then we were like, we need to find people to live with. And they were like, oh wait, we like each other. We should.
Well, the friends we were hanging out with, they both left our like apartment.
Yeah.
restaurant. So we were only two left, and we just like, hey, let's become friends now.
Yeah, we should probably team up for the whole living together thing.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
15 years later.
Yeah.
And this guy ended up following me to Portland. Yep.
I mean, there's one guy from college who actually making a role that I think but like no one wrote that except for amazingly someone I met on the BBSs back in like '92. We have somehow managed to stay in touch for like 25 years.
That's incredible. That's awesome.
Yeah, he actually disappeared on me. He came foreman. We went on a mission. And like I was at LSU. He was older than me. I didn't know actually was about the same high school. He moved to Kansas City.
Okay.
But it was at LSU. One day I got an email. And the subject line of the email was the name of a VBS that I used to get Christmas on. And he was like, so if this name doesn't mean anything to you, I sincerely apologize. You're not the person I'm looking for. But if the name does mean something to you, hey, this is Chris, you know, your name law. And I'm back, back at LSU. Would like to hang out.
That's awesome.
We've stayed in touch ever since.
Did you have CompuServe or Prodigy?
Yeah, we were straight from the answer to, I think you did all for a very short period.
Oh.
They were the only ISP that had a local number in my hometown for a while. So like, no other ISP would actually give me a non-long distance like number to dial. So I had to have it over a few years. Eventually, like competition kicked up, and there were a couple others, but.
Yeah, there was one called Time, the two that, like, they were right, you know, technically used in trouble with soccer. One of them was called Interserve, and one of them was called Pyro, which was named after the mayor.
Okay.
And so they used both of them for a long time. And Hawks or whoever, like, came over and they got it out.
Well, the important question is, what is your ICQ number?
I never memorized mine. It's just
6 9 698 and 76.
No, he's legit.
I had one in the 100,000s, but I did not memorize it because for whatever reason, I should have done that, but I did not. I always regret
I had
that.
a lower numbered one that I think was like 400,000. But like I had created 698.
Do it.
So I have a somebody met somebody on a BBS, and then they ended up getting a job at the same place I worked. Story as well. It's a little bit weirder though. So when I first moved to Atlanta, I didn't really know anybody. I was just hanging out at work a lot, and people were really cool, and I got to know some people. And one of the guys, he was like, "Look, you got to live in this one apartment building. It's super cheap." And I remember driving by there, and it was like $400 or $500 a month, and I was like, "Man, it's just a little bit too too sketchy. Like I can't do it." So one night, the guy drives home, and he gets robbed at gunpoint going into his apartment, and he was like, "I don't want to live here anymore." And I was like, "That is understandable." I didn't really know him that well, but I was like, "I have an extra room. You can come live with me if you want." Half expecting him not to take me up on it. And he was like, "That sounds great. I'll move in 3 days." So he moves in, and that worked out great. He was super awesome. He bought a house, ended up living in his house for a while. It was great. But the weird part, the BBS part, was he had a friend who he knew, and he was like, "Oh man, my friend got a job. It's gonna be great. He needs a place to stay though for a little while." And I was like, "Oh well, we do have like an extra room. He could kind of like stay with us." And I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, that would be awesome. That'd be great." And I'm like, "Cool." And like a week before the guy shows up, the guy that was living with me at the time, my roommate, he was like, "Man, I wonder what this guy's gonna be like in person." And I was like, "What?" And they'd never met in person. You'd only known him through BBS. So I was like the sketch level kind of like skyrocketed at that point, and I was like, I don't even know how this is gonna go, but that one did not work out as well. But it was a pretty crazy time.
I really miss a fundamental thing about the answer, which is that like being anti-political, right? And so you can have the meetups and actually meet the people that you were talking to, right?
Yeah.
In a way that is not really a thing on the internet. I mean, like occasionally, if you're reaching out or whatever it is, but like we regularly have meetups in that range for looking at testing. Like,
Yeah.
I met probably half of the people that I hung out with on a regular basis. You know.
So Phil,
That's not even counting the ones who were just like my age and therefore likely to be in the same high school that I was at, right? Which there were several of them.
so Phil, you're from Louisiana?
I am.
Mm-hmm. I can tell from your strong Southern accent.
Oh yeah, I am. It's really interesting. Both my mom and my dad's first languages were French.
Oh, okay.
They were very Cajun. But my dad had a land accent. My mom was none. And yeah,
So do you throw cards around like Gambit?
all the things that probably I'm really good at shuffling.
Wow. That's fair. Okay. I don't want any bonds.
Someday,
Eventually.
it'll come through. I'm sure.
Yeah, you just have to meet Rogue, I guess, and then you'll find the power.
So I didn't really get into BBSs, but I was into like kind of like web boards, like early, like kind of before like the oh shoot, let me try this. Yeah, let's see what happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Yeah, and one of them was for this set of movies, the Kevin Smith like View Askew universe, right? So I hung out on this one message board, and they ended up doing like film festivals and stuff like that. And it was a really weird group of people, and I met some of them through like kind of, they weren't really conventions so much as they were just like like kind of meetup type things before people really got together and did stuff like that. I guess Comic Cons were happening back then, but maybe not the same type as now. And I'd heard a podcast actually with somebody who had kind of my bad, who had hung out on those boards like back in the day. And it turns out one of the guys like turned out to be one of the people from Impractical Jokers, the TV show. So like he's like doing like shows in like Madison Square Garden and stuff now, which is just so surreal that like somebody who used to post on this board like back in the day like went from there to like you know, like being, you know, fairly well known in Hollywood and stuff like that. It's incredible. I don't know. It's just a weird group of people that kind of come up on the internet back then. I don't know if people can actually do that anymore. I don't know that you could make those types of friendships on like Snapchat or something, like, or whatever the equivalent is now.
I mean, maybe not Snapchat, but like Baltimore are still, I don't know, like it's kind of striking.
Oh, really? Is it like subs?
Yeah.
Like, is it like you just happen to be into like say like game dev or something like that, or like what brings people to them over other like media?
Yeah, it's particularly things like stuff like that, like speedrunning has a ton of message boards. Cars are still a huge one. I mean, like a huge one. People who are obsessed about cars still have like maybe message boards that they hang out on.
That's crazy. I remember when I had a Volkswagen, there was a Volkswagen message board that was like critical to me figuring out like how to fix my car one time, and I was so glad that there were people who were so geeky about it. Yeah, I think cars I guess cars do bring that out in people. Man, I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess that's good. That's what you want, right? You want people to be able to find people like them and that share interests.
I think a lot of that's been taken up somewhat by Reddit.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Reddit probably is carrying that torch, right? Like,
Reddit has a meetup thing, I think, too. For some things, I guess. I don't know.
It's reminding me that
Reddit has a meetup like section, I think, too, for some things. Maybe.
Yeah, I think you can definitely do meetup type stuff on there. I was thinking about doing I still play Pokemon Go, and I don't really have anybody to play with, so I was thinking of like seeing if there is like a local group.
I mean, you tried to get me into it. You tried.
I tried.
Like,
I did. I tried to get you into everything, Paul. I tried to get you on Snapchat. That didn't really work.
Yeah, that didn't really work. You're right.
I'm very concerned that I will not end up on whatever the media. Like, I feel like there needs to be a continuity. You need to continue using things to communicate, or else you completely lose like the metaphor of like how or whatever the abstraction is for using the thing, and then you basically become my grandparents who don't use computers, don't use cell phones. Like, you know, like everything just comes down to phones, and I don't want to be that person like as I get older. So I don't know. It's all fear driven, I guess.
You know who you should have told that to? The person who killed Google Reader.
That was a lot of people, or a very small group of people.
Well, the high-minded people that decided.
Man,
Yeah.
I miss my Sherbroods.
Yeah.
I did what I could.
So speaking of trying things, there's lava.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Did you get a chance to play it, Paul?
I played a little bit of it. It's pretty interesting game.
I
But
wanna-
the first couple missions are like, yeah. The first couple missions are like mass produce all these robots and kill the shit out of everything.
Phil, I think that you playing us would just be like, even if like somehow we could do like a 2-on-1, you'd just be like, and they're dead. And it's over.
It'll be.
No,
Okay,
I mean,
I finally got the resources to build this thing. Dead.
nah, like you haven't played games with me, but like the way that actually works is we set that time limit, and then like I came through in your turn, just like I can on my turn.
Okay.
It's
That'd be helpful.
playing both sides that I have separated. Play very little. Like, the goal isn't like, which means like figure it out. It's just like teaching, but also actually playing.
You're reminding me of like the one and only time that I played StarCraft, which was I was playing with a bunch of people that they played all the time, and I did not play at all. And they didn't realize that I didn't play at all, so I was doing all the wrong things. I wasn't building things in the right order, and I was on a team, and I was totally messing it up for everybody else, and I was just trying to have fun. And they were not having a good time with me.
Like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, I'm not playing this anymore, because I obviously don't get it. Or
Yeah, no, that's not at all.
Mm.
That's not at all area.
all right.
Yeah, that's good though. 'Cause you're a rare breed.
Hold on, go down there, Paul. I'm gonna try to do some. I'm gonna do some ninja stuff.
You're gonna do something. Oh, what? The Matrix. The Matrix. Oh.
That was pretty good. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that.
Yeah, that was a good one. I'll pat your back too.
Oh no!
You did that.
All right, Paul, carry my torch.
That was the best way.
No, what the shit? What?
That was the best
See, this is like the story of my life. As soon as I do something good, I'm like, oh, look at me. I'm like immediately have to do it.
That's Mike's way of patting himself on the back.
I can never have any like. If I ever do something particularly well, then I immediately have to do something absurdly horrible.
That was fantastic.
I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I would just leave it by the gate and then.
Yeah. Maybe I should bomb up.
I don't. Maybe. Well, no. There isn't a good spot to bomb up.
Yeah. Let's go back up.
Oh, you have the jump boots too. It's good. It's got to be over here somewhere. I would.
Yeah, it's probably over here, maybe.
Nah. I think it's down here somewhere. You have enough bombs though.
Yeah. Wait, maybe it's over
Nah,
here.
it's not. We looked over there, I think. Unless it's way over. I'd try through there and see what happens.
Yeah.
Nope.
What the hell? Where is it?
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's off to the right on
Yeah,
the
it's
top.
gotta be.
That's yeah. Like I would maybe rope up and then look up, or you could probably jump up.
It's gotta be up there.
Yeah, it's got to be. Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Phil, do you consider yourself a more competitive gamer or a cooperative gamer?
I really like both ones.
Okay. But if we put a gun to
Like, I
your
really
head,
enjoy the pleasure of, like, working with someone.
Yeah.
Like, armor and stuff, that's a lot of fun. But, winning is fun too.
okay. Because I'm more in a cooperative game. I don't know about Mike, but I never really got into competitive gaming that much.
I think my like not getting into competitive gaming was basically based on that I wasn't very good at it. so oh, Paul.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
That was kind of quick.
You sped up. Yeah.
I actually, for a long period of time, I played like
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
Because it had a really solid Linux port. It was great.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Real-time strategy with friends.
Yeah.
I found a server that was just like a bunch of friendly people, and I just played the shit out of it. Both things, right? Like you would work together and you would help each other. But it was also a competition, right? You wanted to win, or your team wanted to win every other game.
I think like that's what it kind of what it comes down to too. Is like you need to find people that you enjoy like playing with and like conversing with and stuff. And that
Nope, 15-year-olds on the Xbox Live. That's the way to go.
no, I don't want it.
Yeah, so I played a little bit of Warframe, and I very much definitely have like voice chat turned off and everything. For the time that I have like team up upgrades. I'm not like a really good competitive gaming player, like any stretch. Board games, like I don't really, I don't, probably top. People I never had. That were really good, and people that I never played, like something this is from my experience playing games.
I mean, there's like a language to board games, right? Or to game like the like card games or board games. Like they all. I mean, not that they're all the same, but there's like there tend to be variation on themes, so you can like kind of pick things up, or you can essentially.
Some level of information across teams, yes.
Oh.
Who or should be hitting, right? Rather than just being like, I don't know what I might be. It's definitely true. When you begin the working guide or it's not working, it's hard. Then I played the
There you go.
that I played over different times.
That's cool. And it's got obviously it has replayability because you're going back to it as frequently as you are. So.
What is your most expert board game?
I have never
I
played
haven't
Monopoly.
played it. Mm-hmm.
I'll have to add that one to the list. But I have a big stack of games behind, like
He
here.
does. He has a huge stack of games.
Paul can confirm because he's looking at it right now.
Yeah, not a lot of board games.
It's not. There are definitely people who have bigger collections for sure. I'm not gonna pretend like I have more than anyone else. But so how does it play?
It's so the whole game you have five shoots. There are numbers on your guide. That's like a distribution instead of ones that you choose your board. There's only one copy of live.
Okay.
And the goal is to play the cards in order to turn all lines. Once you get the one and two, you can play two, then you can play three. Like, pretty simple.
Okay.
The board you see in the game is the only numbers. So you can only see the box of cards, but you can see everyone else's cards. Right in their own.
That's so weird. Like so people have to kind of cooperate.
Yeah, you pass. There's very specific rules about how you're allowed to pass information to people. Control them things about their hand, and you can have information. You can only hold them like you have humans that are in these positions in their hand, or you have two or whatever, right? It's very limited. What you can tell, how many things you can tell, like the information is something first.
So is it a situation where you want to give them as much information as possible, or is it a situation where you want to keep? Okay.
The timer, the whole timer of the game is going through the deck. And so once you go through the deck, everyone gets a turn, and the game's going to
Okay.
so you want to be as efficient as possible in getting plays to people, right? To including like intentionally not giving information to make them play more out of their hand if they're kind of iffy on it. And so you can fill out all this information and they're like, wait a second, that's a bad play. Oh, I must have the card that like fixes that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's crazy. That like meta angle to it makes it really sound very interesting. Like.
Yeah, so we did not win a game until the 94th game.
Yeah, actually.
Like,
So does it become effectively like a team thing where you have to like play with the same set of people so that you get a sense of
play with the same set of people so a huge part of being good at it is being able to emulate in your head what that person is going to do. Like you really do those, really. Like you really, okay, so I come in and says, he tends to play more than it is in his card. So he's probably going to do this, right? So he doesn't know anything yet. He's going to do that instead. And so like, what is it that I should do, right?
So is it?
So 92 games to win, and at this point, the guy who won the 96
Take those.
But he and I were very, like if we're playing two players, it's probably in the 80 to 90% range. Like that's how consistent we got the game from taking 92 games before or two.
Huh. That's pretty incredible.
So, the game is has a tremendous amount of
Again, Michael.
Yeah. So do you play with a standard? Do you play with a standard deck, or is it like? Is there a custom deck?
It's custom deck.
Okay.
60 cards. It's five colors, 3 ones, 2 twos, 2 threes, 2 fours, 1 5.
Okay.
And then the game comes with an expansion with another little set of rainbow cards. And there's 2 ways to play the rainbow. One of them is that 6 The most interesting way is that many of those are recolor. So when you get the color information, you must also get rainbow cards. Like when I'm thinking you have 3 red cards, you don't actually know that they're red, they could be rainbow instead.
Okay.
And then when you get their rainbow, it might also tell you the same card, right? It's like if a card is red and green, it has to be a rainbow card.
All right.
I don't do rainbows very often because like at this point Nami is like if I'm playing with people who are really good, then it's really kind of like the low stress puzzle for me. Like
Okay.
just trying to win it as efficiently as possible. And if I'm playing with people who aren't very good, I'm just having to deal with the fact that it's not a game. It's like I don't really get the game. So in neither of the cases are rainbows really like my thing. But definitely not much of a fancy game. It's like $9 on Amazon, literally, like $9.
Oh, okay.
That seems like a good buy.
I mean, you know, you can tell you can suck it up. It's like,
Yeah, maybe.
That sounds fun.
It does sound fun.
I'm trying to be cool
So you're
about
thinking, I only got one left too. Oh
Mhm.
man. All right, here we go. Let's do this. We'll see what happens.
Wait, hold on. I could use. Oh,
Oh yeah, you could have done
could have done
yes.
that, but I didn't.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
That might get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he could. Great if he
Yeah. If he kills himself,
just got-
that'd be nice.
just died in there.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I think I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, you should go.
I'm not gonna go.
No, the wrong time to go.
That shows a bad time
yes.
I look forward to that.
The delay is not too bad today.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. The thing with like card games and board games and stuff, like we have a group of friends that are pretty into it. They do the con stuff. I'm trying to think of the big one in I want to say it's somewhere in the south.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name of
I
it.
can't remember it too, but it doesn't.
Dragon Con?
No, it's not. Well, Dragon Con does have a lot of tables for it, they have like a big board game room. But I was thinking of, man, I can't think of the name.
I
of it.
can't think of the name either, but I know what you're talking about.
I want to say it's a little bit further west from Atlanta, but I don't know.
Con? Over in Milwaukee?
No, that doesn't sound like it. Man, I don't know. I'm blanking on it,
Me
but
too.
they seem to have a really good time there. I don't know. Like the thing for me is like it's always like finding players, right? Like finding people that want to sit down and do that on a regular basis. We'd actually found a pretty good group of people back in SF that we had a regular game of like a D&D clone type thing, and that was pretty fun. And then some nights we'd just be like, we don't really feel like doing anything story driven, so we'd play like weird co-op games, like team based, like fight the ancient evil, and it's you against the giant monster. Yeah.
Always causing trouble.
Like my memory of all those games is they were all very Lovecraftian. Like it was that seemed to be the common thread for a lot of those. I don't know if it's just the group of people we were playing with or what, but. So have you ever done or seen any of the Games Done Quick stuff? Like we had some other friends too that were thinking about going down to the Games Done Quick to watch people play.
Oh yeah, I've been watching GDQ for like a decade.
That's awesome.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm always just mystified by it. Like I haven't watched a ton of it, but I'm like, that's incredible, and it's incredible they were able to create a community where they can sell at a convention in just like a couple of days,
They
right?
give to charity all that money.
Yep. Yeah, I've been following GDQ for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one of those like the future's weird type situations too, right? Where like, so there are these people, they play games really fast, and then they give the money to charity, and you're like, what money?
And they take over a hotel room and sit around
Yeah.
and watch.
Yeah, and there's and they have fans, and they have people that watch.
And
Like,
you always see the people walking by like, what the fuck are they doing in there?
It's a lot of Dragon Con too, though. Like, because Dragon Con tends to be on the same weekend as the first football season of the year or football game of the year.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you get like people in the hotels that it's like the football crowd and it's the Dragon Con crowd.
Also,
It's very easy to tell the difference between the two of those groups.
And there's PAX West too.
Yeah,
on
PAX
the same
West.
weekend. You should never
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Dragon Con in particular is heavily cosplay.
Yep. Yeah, so like a lot of the football people, they want to play along, but some people think that they're trying to make fun, but I don't think that's actually the case because I feel like it's too overwhelming. They couldn't, if they were like, we want to mock you, and it's like, oh, so you're like outnumbered 1,000 to 1, and you want to like try to pick on people, like that's not gonna go well. But they'll like dress up in like they'll get like. They'll buy like cases of beer and then they'll make like transformer outfits out of the beer, the cardboard from the beer cases and stuff.
The best cardboard cosplay was the Gundam cardboard box. That was my favorite.
Oh shoot! Thanks, Paul.
Well, they just took a box, put it on them, and wrote Gundam on it, and that was his Gundam costume.
Have you ever gone to Dragon Con or no?
I don't know Dragon Con. I went to XCon.
Okay. Dragon Con was a lot of fun. I fought it for like pretty much the entire time I was in Atlanta, and then like one of the last years I was there, I went and I was like, this is really fun. I don't know why I didn't do this more often. But it's just a strange vibe that I don't think exists a lot of places, right? Where it's like we're not really into anything specific. We're just into everything, and we're gonna celebrate that.
With a name like Dragon Con, I think you'd be into dragons.
There's a dragon on the logo, but I don't really see. No, people do dress up as dragons. There's always a token, like kind of like.
But I thought it'd be a con about dragons.
No, it's not a con about dragons.
False advertising.
So, like, when you're thinking about places you might want to live, besides the allergy stuff, like, what comes into it? Do you want a lot of space? Do you want a lot of property? Do you want not a lot of property because it's hard to maintain? Like, I'm always curious
Yeah, I
how
don't
people think
care
about
about property. It's really temperature more than anything else.
this. Okay.
Like what type of con?
So,
Okay.
like, hot, like, Phoenix is just right out.
Yeah. That would be pretty rough, I think. Oh, shoot.
But yeah, I really don't care that much about stuff like my sort of social drink that been online since the 90s, so that doesn't really matter huge about me.
You can.
Cities give me, I don't care about cities at all.
Okay. They do have that, like...
Hey, we live in one of those cities.
They are pretty... Well, at least one of those is pretty great. I've never actually visited Austin. I wanted to go there.
Austin either.
The reason one of the reasons I moved to Portland was because I was kind of... I had a relative that worked for IBM, and he always told stories. He was a little bit older, and he told stories about, like, being there in the 90s and, like, working for 2 months and then hanging out and drinking beer and playing pool for 10 months and then working a little bit more. And that was, like, a thing you could do. Because that was, yeah. Okay. So I was like, man, I really want a place like that. And Portland is not that place anymore, but I'm always curious, like, where the next place like that is. Like, there's just something, I feel like there are a lot of good qualities to places that allow things like that or enable things like that.
Well, the thing about Portland is that, like, it's a city, but it's more of a low-key, like, small town city, sort of, almost. I mean, it's growing, but, like, the vibe, like, compared to Chicago, where I grew up, like, it's a lot slower paced and laid back, and that's what I like about it. Because Chicago was not like that at all.
That's been a week in Portland at a super computing conference a little bit. When I was interviewing for a job there, I remember everything to go actually.
Okay.
That's awesome. That was so my one of our friends from college. Actually, the only person I ever referred and actually got hired. He worked in the Austin office for about four years before he went to work someplace else.
Now he lives in Vegas.
Yep, now he's in Vegas. I think the key's up.
Yeah, I really enjoyed, all the
It's a good quality. I
Yeah.
mean,
But in general, I would probably say Umbrella.
yeah, the thing that the reason I moved actually to Atlanta was because when I was finishing up with college in Rochester, New York, I was like, I will move anywhere that is warmer than upstate
Yeah, that
New
was my big
York.
thing. Like, Chicago's too fucking cold.
Yeah, that's
That's
what kind of pushed you out of Chicago too. So
Part of it, yeah.
well, yeah, but like
I mean, after 30 something years of that, you're just like, okay, I'm kind of done freezing my ass off. Oh yeah,
I
thanks.
hear you.
yeah, I worry about like a lot of the places that have like super cold climate. Like it doesn't seem as desirable as it once did. I think that I also worry about the deep south though too, where everything's so dependent on air conditioning. Like I like something kind of in the middle where you can survive without
Antarctica.
conditioning the air.
What's the Russian water flavor?
We actually don't know. I don't think, unless you know, Paul. I don't know.
The what?
The rushing water, like it said that. Is that the pool at the bottom? The text on the beginning level.
Oh yeah, that's the piranha, the giant piranha that you're still trying to get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that means that's in there. Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Oh, shoot this guy. Okay, I'll give you a shotgun.
I actually kind of like these levels, the piranha levels, because like it takes a whole bunch of enemies off the table. Like usually the guy at the bottom.
So there's a giant pool at the bottom. That's what that means.
And a giant piranha in the pool.
Yeah.
I think he's like called Mr. Bitey or something. I don't know. He has a clever name.
That sounds like a good name for a piranha.
It reminds me of The Simpsons. So I might be conflating Spelunky and The Simpsons. I'm not sure. No, I didn't actually take him out. Okay.
Nope. I'll get it.
Oh, we
that
don't-
works.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna pay for our crimes. So, Clicky, you think we're good?
Yeah, I'm just trying to determine. Well, I'm down here,
Oh.
so
Yeah. Me neither. We're gonna. Oh, we don't have any ropes, so we're going. I
yeah,
think.
let's just go.
Yeah. Hopefully we didn't miss it.
Yeah.
I would say one of the ones.
Yeah. I'm still not 100% on like whether you're like guaranteed one at the start. I don't think that's the case. I think you have to be in some proximity to it.
Oh, let's
But-
hold on.
Yeah. He's gonna go down that way. Hold on. Let's. Oh, you already. Okay.
Yeah, we already jumped down. Just looking for the click.
Yeah. Let me check the other side.
Oh shoot.
I should have not come over here.
Oh, you make it. Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
yeah. Oh man. So, what do you think the motivating factor would be if you ever did decide to move? Like, is it just you'd be like, I don't like the temperature anymore, or like,
It's really challenging.
yeah, go.
Yeah, she's all here. Like I said, it was a huge system, but I had to kind of give a power for this.
Yeah,
And with the, really just like personal all over my drink.
Yeah, you wanna try it? Okay.
at some point I need to come out and visit the team out there so that I can meet you in person. We'll go play board games or something. That'd be fun.
I'll tag along too, even though I don't work for Google.
That would be pretty great. You'd at least have a hotel.
Yep.
Yeah, I still haven't been out there. It's funny though because I know a lot of the folks there. I know Chris from back in the day. He was in Atlanta, and then oh shoot, okay, that was almost bad.
Nice.
Trying to think. I can't even really remember. I met a lot of the other folks too previously, but yeah.
Yeah, and he picked up shotguns.
All he really does is like confuse me and
Yeah,
make
he
me
doesn't
feel like I
actually
should
help.
just start shooting at him.
Yeah.
Because
He loves those guns.
oh no.
Take him, take him.
No. All right. Let's get
over
him
here.
further away.
Yeah.
All right. Jump up. Do it.
Okay, he's like derping.
That's
over
fine. That's fine.
on
We'll
the
like.
derp.
Oh nope.
Oh, he shot him in the face before he jumped on top of you.
That was
That was
dumb luck
very
on my
odd.
part.
Yeah.
All right. You have a cape, and I have a cape when I get down there. So.
Yeah.
Do we want to push through this and go over, or
Yeah, we should.
does
do that.
pushing through this trigger it? I don't think it's only if you touch the
It's
skull,
only if
right?
you grab it. Oh, well, that was a good call. For
Um,
these guys.
So what is this skull do?
It summons the ghost. And that comes after you.
I
I'd
don't
say
know.
it's over here.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like it's got to be in the center, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
I think it might be like right in the center of all that crap,
Okay.
but I could be wrong on that. I don't know.
Yeah.
uh,
Okay.
well, you have sticky bombs, though. You could
Wait,
bomb
I can
sticky
bomb
that.
an act
Yeah.
plug, yeah. You can do that. Okay. What?
The rock fell on you. Alright, I think it's got to be like
Yeah, you're probably right.
up and around, but man, this is not good. Alright, you can just bomb down through there, I guess, but it seems like super sketchy because it's not really doing the. I am not feeling good about this, but alright, yeah.
I say bomb down.
How you, yeah, that fits with what I'm seeing here. So if you want to,
Oh, yeah.
do you want to try the air ball maybe, and then watch out for the thing falling on your head though.
Oh, no.
All right.
It's right there.
Oh shoot! It opened. It opened. Oh fuck. Nope. We got to go down, Paul. Nope. All right. I'm dead.
I'm sorry.
I was like, oh no, you're right. We did have to bomb, but there's a weird second.
Oh, no. Do you see that door there? That was
Yeah, but there. Oh no, because shit. Okay, I know what happened. We'll talk about it after you survive, hopefully.
Oh, sure, yes.
No.
It's been jump.
Yes.
Okay.
Grab the shotgun before you go in.
Yeah.
So there's two doors there. So
Yeah, there's the
you
door
have the
to the
entrance to the. There's like a castle.
Yeah, the castle, and it was under it.
Yeah.
that's
So
why
when I heard the
bombed
boo boo boo, I was like, oh cool, we already opened it, but we actually just opened the castle, and not the. Yeah, Paul.
The temple is different.
Yeah. That doesn't have the Anka in it. It's.
it. Okay.
Trying to remember.
Another jetpack.
Nice. I forget what was special. I think there's a special item in the castle, but I don't remember what it is.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. It's not good. Do that.
Yeah, I would go that way. Let him go down in the pit, and then
Yeah.
because if he goes down in the pit, then you can.
Wow.
If he's not gonna go down in the pit though.
Come on.
Go down the ladder maybe, and then drop another bomb, and just like a little bit down the ladder, and then bomb to the right maybe.
Let me try to grab
Wait
it.
for him to go by, and then oh
Yeah,
nice.
that's how you do it.
All right,
Okay.
grab the other bombs and then shoot like crazy over the other way, just in case. Yeah, that's weird. Usually there's not a heart there.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna say that was skill, Paul. I don't know that was actually the case. But
It was skill. Are you
Yeah,
right?
it's true.
I did do that.
No, Paul. When we're like super
Oh, that's right. I
into
can't
what we're
do
doing,
that.
like that's when
Yeah,
we usually mess
I
up the
can't do
most.
that. You're right.
Oh, you almost had another one.
It's
Ah,
dead
good.
anyway,
There you go.
So he's...
All right.
Is the bomb always on the middle right side of the map?
Yep.
Yeah, this map is pretty static.
Yeah, there's
That's
not much variation on this map. It's pretty much I think there's a little bit on the bottom and how the layout is and how hard it is to get from left to right, but other than that, it's like basically the shopkeeper layouts are always the same, and the placement of the Ankh is always the same.
The only problem is I have one health.
So
I cannot
well, you
die.
do have a jetpack though, so just don't do anything stupid like I would do if I had a
Bro,
jetpack.
that's easier said than done, my friend.
Well, this level you don't have to worry about
All you have to
anything.
do is not have anything bad happen in this one.
It should be
Yeah.
super easy.
I know, it's like the best thing ever.
Yeah, it's like the Spelunky like tagline is nothing bad ever happens.
Yes.
Shot the compass spell now.
Alright. Just don't get caught.
I want to keep the
He's a
shotgun.
very cute dog. I like the one. Oh, watch out! I like the one, like kind of the weird eye, like how it's slightly off to the off center.
Wait for this guy to turn.
You have the spike boots too, so you can
Oh yeah, that's true. I like
you
shooting.
maybe shoot him. There you go.
Okay, I like shooting things.
Shooting things is also generally pretty. Oh man! Ah, shoot! You got the alien too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, second good.
Oh, okay.
Well, but watch out for Duder. Like,
Yeah.
I just,
I see Duder. He won't kill us.
all right. Should I? You should grab that and then try to. There you go.
That shopkeeper is really excited.
Keep shooting.
Oh no, he's fine. We can just
Okay.
go in.
Alright.
He's not gonna do anything. He's just gonna look at us go in.
I don't know if they eventually worked themselves. I don't know if they eventually worked themselves loose from that.
I know he
though,
would have
like-
killed him anyway, but I'm
Well,
more gentle.
my discretion on like Ice World stages is pretty suspect, so like, you should definitely not take my advice.
Apparently.
I'd check out what's.
Okay, you can get that.
Yeah, if I
That
can
one.
reach it.
You can reach it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh, dope. Yep.
You gotta look for the head, right? The statue.
Oh yeah, the statue thing.
That was some spicy ice ball in there.
My heart leapt a couple of times. Like,
You want to just go?
hold on, let me come
I
back.
can believe it.
I'm gonna set this off.
Okay.
Well, I didn't think I triggered it at first, and that was almost bad. But
Yeah.
let's look down and see. You should look to the right just to make sure that the.
Yeah, I'll follow there right quick.
Alright.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Okay. So now I just have to die.
Yep.
All right.
Um,
So what I'll do is I'll blow myself up.
that's kind of suspect, but alright.
Well, I just did it.
I'm just trying to think of all the bugs around, like, what could happen when you do it, right? Like,
Okay.
we definitely got killed with the, like, hanging and falling thing, so I'm glad that worked. Oh, man.
I mean, I guess. Well, see, I was gonna fly away, but the end was like, no, you're going to try the bombs. That'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
You,
Oh, I almost
Oh,
did what
that
you
was-
did to me that one time.
it's true, you always got me.
Yeah.
Do you want the shotgun since you have the jetpack? It might be a good idea.
I'll take
Oh, hold
the
on.
girl. Oh yeah. Actually, you can shoot everybody.
Alright,
Well,
she's
you
gonna
can-
fall.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you heal up 3?
Oh, because once you like do the Ankh thing,
Oh, because you died.
yeah, it'll resurrect you at 4. But you're supposed to do that in the sequence to get to the hell stage. I can take a shotgun if you want. I mean, it's up to you.
Alright. Well, how are we getting down? Like,
Float down.
well,
Oh, you
I can't float down.
That's right. So let's just go around the long way.
I'm gonna go left in a hurry.
Yeah. The spikes and shit over there. Oh,
No ball.
Mhm.
Alright.
Look at all those fucking spikes.
There
That's
are a lot
not
of
good
spikes.
way.
Can you drop down that way and take out the mammoth so I can fall down? Well, alright. Man, I don't know.
Oh, well, hold on. Let's do this. I'll bomb this.
Alright. You gotta be fairly conservative with bombs though, because
Yeah.
watch out for the alien. Like they'll stick to your head and everything.
Eat you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna take him out so I don't
take him
accidentally
out.
kill myself. Yep.
Okay. And you can come down.
All right, we just have to make it to the end now, right?
Yeah, we just gotta make
Oh
it
shoot!
to.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me take this guy out.
Kill it.
Okay, you got it. Hold on, let me do that. All right, Paul, you're already doing it.
Well, I was in the air, so I just kind of.
Oh my
You can
god. Okay.
throw your
Well, can I?
shotgun into the
Can I do that?
into the bouncy thing.
Yep.
Okay.
I can't do that.
All right.
And I did.
You just did it. All right.
Man,
okay.
you could try to land on his head with a jetpack, but
Just kind of.
oh, or I could do this.
Get inside! Get inside! Oh!
I expect this to be exciting. Wow. Yeah.
That was just dumb luck. Oh my god. Usually when stuff like that happens, it goes horribly, horribly wrong, and I end up dead and apologizing to Paul about how I messed up. But that would actually turn out alright.
I was just there to believe in you, so it didn't work out that way.
You gotta grab the box, and I'll wait here. I guess.
Okay, I got the bombs.
Uh,
Alright,
Feels
one
like the
stage.
4th of July.
There's
Yeah.
a hidden UFO stage you can go to.
Well, Is it? That's the one where you climb, right? Like there's.
Yeah, you
I think the
climb
4th of
up.
July one, you have to climb a pit
you
in
climb
reverse.
up the alien sanctum place, and you'll get to it. Okay, you go now.
All right, I'm gonna come down too.
Yep.
I'm not gonna mess around with shooting those guys because I'll probably mess it up.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Y'all are getting a lot of like favors today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been pretty lucky on the dark stages though. We've only got one so far. So, oh man, is that a bouncy?
Oh
Okay.
my goodness. Okay.
I think it's off to the right, but
It is
there's a
off to the
guy over there. So
yeah.
I don't know how we want to handle that.
I don't need that.
You could throw a bomb over, maybe
Wait.
jetpack over and bomb.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let me get on top.
Yeah, do that. I'm gonna wait here because I can't really do much.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. Oh. What? I thought you could. I have to knock him out first, and then.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me do that.
Oh, man. Like super tense. Oh, he's already dead.
Okay. So I'll bomb from here.
Alright. Sounds good.
Don't know. I don't know if I got him. Probably didn't. Nope.
We could try to. Well.
One more.
Alright.
Okay. The angle's kind of bad.
Let me just fall down and shoot, and he might take me out, but whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh no, I have the thing though, don't I? Can you pick it up if I die?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, you do have the thing, so.
Nope.
Oh.
Alright, just
Okay.
grab the hat and grab a shotgun. I don't know that there was another way. I mean, maybe you could have fallen on
We
him,
won't
but
forget your sacrifice.
I hope not.
We won't forget your.
Oh man, we're
Very
alright. We're already out of
sacrifice.
here. So this is not bad. I mean, you
I
went
got
through
sticky
it.
bombs now, so we can do it.
That's true.
Oh god damn it! Why do you do it every time?
This is kind of the worst too because it's
Oh
you
no!
have the and I can't trigger them. Watch out for the slidey.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
It knew you were coming, Paul. It was like
Oh, whenever you die, it just happens.
I'm gonna do this. I think I might regret it.
Oh,
No.
that's fine.
Oh, it's not the. He's not the green ones that.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Watch out for the
Mm.
this down here.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul. Oh, Paul. Oh, crap. It's Anubis. Alright, sure. Bombs fall bombs. There you go.
Oh.
Oh, Paul! I would not have had the presence of mind to do that.
Okay. I hope these
Do
things
you,
go away.
wait, do you have to pick the staff up? Or?
I do.
Alright.
So that's gonna be a problem.
Where'd it go? Did it get blown over here?
It looks like you got blown all the way there.
Okay.
Okay.
Watch. Yep. Oh, man.
Oh, there it
Alright.
is.
But watch out for that, though.
I do see it.
I don't think I can do anything with these. Nope. Oh, shoot. Good job, Paul. That was a good choice.
Thank you, Mike.
Oh,
Okay,
and
now
now,
I gotta get some-
now you have to get the bottom without using the light.
Yeah.
Oh, but I can like show you. But remember that thing's down there, so
Yeah.
you have that to deal with. But you can fall over here. Yeah.
Okay. My
Oh, there's
God.
another one down here though.
Wait, shit. There's a block thing.
Yeah, blocks over there.
Yeah. You do this.
Oh, Paul. I mean, yeah, I guess you can't do that, but also you gotta wait for it because it's gonna do the thing. All right, now get the fuck out of there. All right, I think you're probably
Oh, there you
yeah.
are. You want
Okay.
me to
Yeah,
resurrect you?
sure. But
Okay.
maybe set the thing down so you don't do the stupid thing
Yeah,
that I did
I'm
and
not
kill
gonna do
everybody.
that. I'm not gonna do that.
Hopefully I triggered that before.
So I have 1 health. You can carry on if I die.
That's true. All right, hold on.
Like, okay.
Sure, maybe.
Okay. All right. We
That
get
confidence
it.
level high.
I have like high confidence that I will attempt to carry on. Man, I don't know. Maybe. Man, this is a deep one.
You wanna just bomb
I would
through?
bomb through here just to see.
Okay. Here we go.
I'm not gonna pick that up because I'll.
Shit. Not good. Okay, I'm gonna go in.
All right.
Oh,
That. All right.
I gotta go for it.
All right. Go for it.
Oh,
Lucky.
shit.
It was good that he fell down.
Oh, man. Oh. All right. Okay.
This is the farthest we've gotten in a while.
Yeah.
I probably just jinxed it by saying that. But
You did just think shit. That's
I think this is the first time y'all actually made it out of the insult.
so yeah, I mean, this is the first time in a very long time we made it out of the newest level.
We got so close to hell one time. It was like the most. You should have saw it. We were all.
Do you want to
Yeah, I'm
maybe
a bomb.
bomb that thing?
Yeah.
I can carry this if you want. I promise I won't shoot it.
Okay.
But I say that as I probably will end up shooting it and thus
You want
messing
to
it
bomb
up.
the idol thing?
Maybe down. Well, yeah, I'd bomb the idol because I don't like
Yeah,
those green
'cause-
alligator guys. They're
yeah.
they're kind of the worst.
They are kind of the worst. Okay.
Because they do that teleport randomly thing that
Yeah, that
is
sucks. It does suck.
pretty annoying. But I think that yeah, we got a block over here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
do you? I think we should go down maybe because there's a block there. Watch.
Oh yeah. There's not much like
Uh,
place to go though.
yeah,
So we can
maybe
have
we-
to fake it out.
All right, cool.
I'll do it.
All right, you do it, and I'll jump over it.
Yep.
Try not to mess it up. Alright. Okay.
Okay. Go. Oh no.
Yeah,
What happened?
he teleported through both of us, I think.
Oh, no. Practice. No.
I don't even know how we died there.
But you got 4 health. How do you?
Nah, that's like instant death, I think. If you teleport through, it might be like it's at least 4 or maybe 8 damage.
Damn it. Okay. I'm sorry.
That's fine. You did anything wrong. I think we were low on bombs anyway. It would have been rough going through the boss fights with what we had.
Okay. Watch out for spider.
Man. So you're thinking next week's going to be more reading and rest, or are you thinking about mixing it up a bit?
Yeah, I think it will be actually. Yeah, I'm starting to plan for my trip to Louisiana.
What's bringing you down there?
Arkansas, the guy who hired as well.
Okay.
Pretty
Pretty straight. Oh. That's good. Oh, cool.
Okay.
That'll be fun. Yeah, I like the idea of it kind of opening up potential for travel where it's like less contingent on like, oh, you got to leave on a Friday and probably be back on a Sunday if you're just doing a short trip or something,
Yeah.
right? Like, it's kind of nice to have that flexibility.
You're like, nope. I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm gonna try
back.
to. I'll just take my little
That should be fun. Is it just your parents there, or is it like how much family do you have down there? Do you have any siblings? Or?
Basically,
Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. Okay.
I'm not treating my mother well.
Yeah.
And that's, weekend or so with like 3 bedrooms and a fire hall, so
It should be good. You'll be able to stretch out a little bit, and it's not gonna
yeah.
like feel too cramped up.
Yeah, no, I usually spend like somewhere around 2 weeks there every like Christmas New Year's plus some holidays. Usually, and so just being one of
Let's do
the
that.
like um, so.
You did it again.
I did it again. That'll catch up eventually. That was really dumb of me. I always forget about the recoil.
Those spikes. Those spikes.
It's like whenever I see spikes, I'm just like, hey, can I like run into those spikes? Because that would be fun.
You heard the Spike getting killed on Spike's master.
I know. That'll be cool. I have parts of my family too that are kind of like we don't really talk to anymore. It's just a similar situation where it's just it took a long time, but it was just like, no, we're not doing that. I remember when I was living in SF, I had like a 600 square foot apartment, and me and my fiance and our dog were living there. And then my family came to visit, so they actually stayed in the same place with us, my parents and my brother, for I think it was like 3 or 4 days, and it was tight. Like that was
Nice.
that was pretty tough. I don't mind it so much. I don't know. I grew up in a pretty big house, but like I have 3 other siblings, so like I spent a lot of time around people, so something I kind of got used to.
What?
No.
My goodness.
That was pretty
Well,
rough.
that went well. Mhm.
I always have to follow a good run up with a bad run, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
and,
Spider hug.
and like and you were going for more health too, right? Like that's like insult to injury. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like I'm rescuing this dog so I can be healthy with the crowd.
Spelunky does not care.
He does not care.
Yeah.
It is the Dark Souls of Spelunky.
To be fair, I don't think there's any nice spelunky that I know of. Like I know.
And
Yep. Yep.
now I want to make a nice Spelunky game. I don't think it would actually be very good, and I don't think people would enjoy it, but that would be the hook. The hook is just that it's a Spelunking game that is very friendly and like eases you into it.
Be interesting.
I guess SteamWorld did into that.
Yeah, that was pretty straightforward. That's such a polarizing game though, because I played it and enjoyed it, and then I remember reading a bunch of reviews after I played it where people were just like, it's the worst. Like it's so derivative, it's just so bad, and I'm like, I don't remember that. Like, oh Paul, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I was like, I mean, I guess I can kind of see that criticism of it, but I don't know that it was as bad as people seem to make it out.
You had the rock.
I know, I was just not paying attention there. But I never played the sequel though. SteamWorld Dig 2.
Mm.
Yeah, I hear I haven't played it either, but I hear it's really, really good actually.
Oh, really? All right. Now I'm slightly more interested.
Several of my friends like it.
Oh, that's the key.
Oh, really? Okay. Like, I'm trying to think of what the rough edges really were. I mean, it wasn't terribly challenging, but it wasn't super easy either. Like, there was definitely a little bit of like you had to kind of start over a few times. I mean, I guess you could do straight through runs if you kind of knew the mechanics really well, but I don't know.
There it is. Can mop through, I guess.
Yeah.
Quite.
Yeah, you did a little bit of that kind of thing or whatever for me. That's very well. I love it. Doing this work and like teach slash players and all that. Looking for some people who are one is the people who play. I played it for a while, but I'm really actually not very good at it.
Okay.
The people who play it a lot are like it's like just right for people working the game. But if you play it a lot, like it's just fun.
Okay.
It's just fun.
I mean, I guess that's kind of good. You kind of want. I mean, there's room for games that are pretty deterministic, right? Like where it's like it's actually skill, right?
Oh yeah, I think that's a problem with the game. And hopefully, like now that it's around human access, like everything's a little piece enough that there will always be some like influx of people that are not like already behind the game. Like this is a problem over the last couple of years. Like they weren't moving it after the Kickstarter, and so like the people who stuck with it.
Yeah.
And so they all got insanely good. And I just like I'm not like that. I'm trying for this to be the one game that I play with
Yeah.
seriousness. And so the result was like I just couldn't play. I couldn't play it. Every single other person who was logged onto the game was like, you know,
Uber.
99% champion.
So do you have to play through the entire like beginning story mode? Like, how far do you have to get before you can do the multiplayer, or is the multiplayer open from the start? It's just
So for casual play, it's like for hunting versus hunting, you can get through day one. To do the red play, like to actually do that mule there, I guess.
Yep.
You have to get up to level like 20, which is like do what's the first chapter in the campaign and some of the plots. But like
Take it.
you can play actually in the movie. It will hurt you if you have not gotten very far into the line that like you're going to be drafting.
yeah, basically you're not gonna know what the mechanics are, therefore like you're just not gonna do well, right?
Right. You can also immediately imagine doing
I got it.
You can set up AI, like versus AI games, and there's like a ton of different AIs from like ones that don't find at all to
Feel shy now.
like very naked strategies to
Watch out.
after
No. There's a jetpack.
Oh, man. I didn't see it.
Oh, really? just to play the game? Or? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a really good AI. And I went against it. Like I used to win it. I used to try to win against it, but they would fix some things and improved it considerably. So I never did fix it.
Is there any visibility into what the algorithm is, like how they tuned it, or is that kind of intentionally kept like secret so that people don't know how to game it?
It's not good at that, like because the game's perfectly correctional, so it's actually really mattering.
Okay.
It's literally like they're contemplating or getting the AI to other games.
Oh, really? Well, that's a good sign.
So, like they kind of get better. The sort of details that make it as good as it is.
Yeah, we just
Well, that's cool. I mean, good for them. I mean, that's a hard thing to do to build an AI that good. So I'm glad they're thinking about that.
Yeah, there's all the whole like excellent people or academic people. They're pretty authoritative. And I don't know, like I still have issues with the community of the pretty major ones.
Oh, really? Like in what sense? Like,
Like it's a bunch of fucking 14-year-old words. Because like it's a super like thinky game, which means that like it attracts some people who like
yeah, that was bad.
There's a lot of bad things happening there.
Classic Mike shooting Paul.
Yeah, in the back.
Oh shoot! Shoot! I didn't think he was there.
young guys who like think that being a like raging asshole is the equivalent of being smart,
Yeah.
which it's not actually.
I wonder if that's like something like that comes with age, though. Like understanding that that's not the case. Like, I think that maybe it shouldn't be or it doesn't need to be, but
Yeah, I think it's part of like it's just unfortunately the sort of game that's going to attract them. It's going to attract people with high IQ and really good IQ.
Yeah.
And like, it doesn't help that the elite designer, who's actually a really nice guy, but like he's pretty like lazy or libertarian and just sketchy in.
Yeah.
To the detriment of like the society. Like, he needs to be harder on the people who are shitty.
Yeah.
And like a couple of us who are not like assholes have expressed our concern that like this game's gonna get big and we want this game to get big. And if the levels of these assholes, then like you're gonna attract a bunch of other assholes. And like that's not really great for your game longer.
Yeah.
And there's no one thing or he might only put his foot down on the thing. It's like seriously, 70% of conversation was about this one person. They're like, look how much, like, this is being wasted.
It's just, it's just attention. It's attention too, right? Like, and people who are like that tend to feed off of it. So like, it's a very.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. But even if that's the case, like, the AI has been enough that you can probably enjoy being almost, for a very long time, never actually dealing with that.
Oh.
So is it something where like there's a clear ranking in the sense that there's somebody who is the number one player? Like, is it okay?
So, I mean, that's not a problem for me because I have a rule. I don't play with random people just because of that. I only play with people that I know, like friends and stuff. Or someone like you that I'm acquainted with. I wouldn't really play with, like, the community because fuck that. But...
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, the only way to community match is with others.
Yeah.
And you can actually spell them. So, like, you can actually make it to basically play like a robot who's just, another player, right? And then a robot.
Would you say it was an edgelord robot?
Heck yeah,
So all right, I need to stop you guys. So edgelord is a term that I get the context, like what it means, but I actually don't know what the reference is. Like, where does that come from? Is it just like internet terminology? Like,
I actually don't know where it came from. Like, I think it's a heritage of short.
Okay. Okay. That is not the context that I would have derived from it. I mean, I get that that's how they behave, but I didn't pick up on the edge portion of it. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Right. Ooh, I mean, that. Actually, I think that's inversion. So that's my analogy.
Yeah, I suspect I like that. I think that should be it, even if that's not it. That's what it should be.
Yeah, that makes sense. When edgy and shitlord combines, it combines into edgelord.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like this game actually does have a lot of potential to.
Oh my god!
No.
What did I do?
I should have picked you up, Paul.
I did the wrong. Well, the door's open now.
That's true.
Yes.
Man, like if you were a chest, where would you be? It's got to be far right, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be far right. You're right.
Oh, man. All right. Down maybe. I don't have a lot of bombs, but I feel like.
Yeah. But no, I don't usually play with randos, so that's that wouldn't really be a problem for me. I don't know.
All the way top right?
Yeah. If you can make it past
Nope.
them, you can't.
Nope, I didn't.
What about now? You
I gotta bring you over here, maybe. I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Oh, you can do it now. You can go.
No,
No, you can't. Wait.
Oh yeah, Paul. Oh, that's great. Paul,
Yeah,
do that. Do that more.
Okay. Go.
All right, you're thinking. Oh man, top right's tough because I don't.
Oh,
he sped up. That's what you did last time too. Is
no, I
can,
blew him into you. That's why.
You can. Oh, was that?
No, I did it.
I felt like he split. Okay, so you sped up because you.
I did it.
Paul, I mean, I know you're upset that I shot you all those times, and I understand.
That was bad on all accounts.
Anyway,
Yeah,
what were you saying about
Oh. No, like that type of game, like if it and it is unique enough and it is well balanced enough, like at least from the very like limited set of plays I did on it, like it just has a lot of potential, right? Like it could be something
Ninja.
like where people compete, for a very long time, right? And obviously, if it's already stood the test of time by having people play it post Kickstarter but pre Steam, like there's going to be people who play it for a long time potentially. Like,
Yep, I think that's absolutely true. So, like, it's really interesting. So, we've done, I guess, now 2 sets of tournaments with streamers. One of them was kind of Kickstarter, and one was like just this happening with the Steam Electric launch. And that first one, they had some people who were like, experiencing getting parts things here.
yeah.
Yeah.
And one of them, he actually made some like complicated games and stuff, like not at all sponsored, like they were sponsored people participated in the original tournament.
Yeah.
He just really got into the game and like made some videos and stuff. And another one, I watched him doing like they were learning about to make it advance. But it was really interesting to see the different levels of preparation that the players went through. Like some of them didn't do anything.
Yeah.
He got up to like number 5. Like he completely good at helping. And really, really good at ultimately destroying.
Yeah, if you're ranked number 5 in the world, right? Like, I mean,
he was but apparently something sponsorship, and so he had to stop playing.
oh, really?
Oh, really?
That's super lame.
That's bullshit.
I mean, like, man, like, when did it become that? Like, that feels like a job. That feels like some weird sports contract. Like,
right now, because they just did another tournament at the time with Twitch streamers rather than our streamers.
okay. Oh, really? I didn't realize that. I'd played the version in Witcher 3, but I hadn't actually played the standalone game that much. I didn't realize that it picked up that much steam. Huh.
Really?
So it's really interesting because like British the bear thing is a pretty big dude. And like he's playing constantly. Like he's actually doing it with the timing. He was kind of under a lot of time anyways, and like it's really interesting to see him stream for like the first 2 days where like 95% of the chat was people bitching that we're playing with.
Yeah, just because not because it actually sucks, but because like it's not what they wanted or what they expected or what they're familiar with, right? I don't really get that. I don't get that psychology though. Like that seems not interesting to me. Like I think I like a little more.
Well, if we
I think it might be because like what we were talking about before, that it's a job, right? You put up with it because you're getting paid to put up with it, right? Like it's
some sponsors to do it,
which is
so anyway, apparently like sponsorship or like right now or whatever, he's just playing with lottery.
that's awesome.
Like his stream, like he started out like 500 people watching. Back when people were doing this, he wasn't playing with, and he drove out like 200, and then he's been playing now around like 260 to 300 pretty consistently. So he actually gained some people back. And of course now they're like, oh wow, this game's really cool. Like they're actually watching it first. It's interesting, right? Like presumably the fact that happened when he switched to more game the first time.
Yeah, I mean, because it's all cyclical, right? Like, I mean, oh
my goodness! Oh, that one! No!
Pick up the gun!
Did it? No! Fuck. That went bad, pretty bad.
That's gonna be fun to watch in a second.
Yes, you're gonna have fun. Yeah.
What's crazy is I almost pulled it back off because I was like, oh, let me lead him back to the spikes because maybe he'll just like follow them, but it did not work.
That would sound pretty cool.
Not so much.
If I could have made it the shotgun, but the shopkeepers have like it feels like 1.5 or 2x the speed of the character, so even with the
And the recovery time too.
yeah, they bounce right back up.
So the moral of your story was fuck Gwent, and his mod is much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more of like that. There's always a flavor of the week, and that you should play the best game, even if it's maybe not the one you're getting paid to
So
play.
that's
Right?
not Gwent, that's his mod.
Right. Yeah, so there's another guy, Stan Cisco, who apparently also but like, for whatever reason, he is not showing the gameplay. I assume because with contract, right?
So who ends up like paying these people? Like, maybe you don't know this, and I don't know how these things work, but I'm curious. Like, is it CD Projekt Red, or is it like who?
I don't think so. I don't think that the are paid by the company themselves. I think they're paid by the team that they are a member of.
Okay.
Members of some team.
So it becomes like a co-op type thing where you're like part of some
Oh,
pro
sorry.
group, and
Yeah.
everybody plays Counter Strike, or everybody plays like Gwent, or okay.
Oh, I know them from Evil Geniuses has a lot of the Street Fighter players from Avo, so that's why I know them from. Yeah, all the fighting game stuff.
No, I don't know team names that come on. I know that he was a pretty famous streamer, I think 30 games. He came up from Complexity, which if I remember right, was the Legends team.
Whenever you say these team names, I'm just rewriting them with like leet speak, like putting some numbers in there, maybe some like threes instead of B's.
All this reminds me of Fatal 1T.
Yeah.
You were the last one to pass that guy. Yeah.
I like the idea that people are getting paid to do these things. I think that, especially like the people that go on to like where there's like the in-person stuff where they're legitimately trying to make it and do like a sporting event. I mean, it could just be like a flavor of the week type thing, and maybe like that all goes away. But there's something about the idea that like the games that the things that people do for fun, becoming stuff that people can play like professionally. I love that idea.
Yeah, no, I actually really like that. I just don't like seeing what's happening with both of the games where I do and a lot of people who play it professionally. Personally, I'm really fucking tired of games. So like they just have to like feed and do together because that's the game.
Well, I mean, so that's like totally your stream then. Like your stream is just like the person that's very like apathetic and just obviously doesn't want to be playing the game, but is being forced to for some unknown reason. Like always heavy sighing.
It sounds like some dystopian novel.
It was clear that like he was just like I don't know, like this is it's a problem that we're gonna have to get addressed somehow. I'm not terribly sure how.
Do you think it's just like straight up a function of like because that's how like all kind of sports leagues like end up like progressing over time, or is it something that is actually avoidable? Like you could create incentives that people wouldn't actually succumb to that.
The incentive for like sports leagues is the like much older game matter, right?
Yeah.
Like people who are doing it for video games aren't really going to be able to scale what are.
So like in my mind though, it's like there's some sense of like what's happening is the people you have to spike loose, Paul. The people that are able to get paid to do it now are being aggregated. So originally maybe they were just personalities, right? So you had individuals who were able to put enough together to be able to do the thing. Now you have teams, and it seems like the team kind of overrides the individual personality, right? Because they're willing to sign these contracts to like become effectively like indentured service to individual games, right? Like I wonder if it keeps aggregating up or if like what happens. Like it's kind of a weird situation. I'm surprised that it actually reached that level.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that it's sad to watch people really play games. Like, I'm actually really glad that like, whatever the situation is, I'm glad that the user has been focused like this one thing that I'm doing right now, and everyone's just kind of know it.
I mean, I feel like especially something with video games, that should be the case, right? Like people should enjoy what they're doing, right? Like what is? I mean, beyond I guess money is the other motivation, but like why not do the thing you like doing for money instead of the thing you don't like doing, right?
Right. And he's been playing, like, he's in, Berlin. So he's usually
Oh,
playing
nice.
when I wake up.
Yeah.
He's often playing, like, at 11 or 12 o'clock at night. Like, he'll play at, like, 6 o'clock in the morning his time. So,
Do you think that's like like are you think they're like napping or like what's or is it just like
to be fair, I don't know him that often, like, I'm kind of keeping the stream and doing it. But this has been putting, like, yeah, like one of the work days worth of it into playing that game pretty much every day for the last few weeks.
that's crazy?
So he's fairly really into it. He's got a lot of recognition. His first games like makes some pretty obvious mistakes that like I would be surprised if someone who I was teaching was still making that.
Oh.
Part of the thing I was saying, I think he didn't read chat while he was playing. And so, like, as people are trying to suggest things, like, he was not seeing those directions.
Do you think it's something where he went back later and saw it and was like, okay, like next time I see that problem, I'll like approach it differently?
He's
Or?
definitely got a little better, like, reading chat after people around. He was suggesting. He's also got better opinion than anything much. But he's definitely like people's opinions.
I think that's pretty impressive, right? That you'd have like a kind of a social aspect to it, or like a I don't know, like you see that in chess too, where like there are people on message boards that kind of dissect every move and go, oh, that was risky, or oh, I wouldn't have played it that way, or oh, that was brilliant, right?
Yeah,
Like,
and for fun, it's a really interesting case because people who've been playing it for the last 3.5 years, and they're really fucking at it. So like, I was part of there's like some woman streaming what's it? I'm not on streamer.
Nice shot.
And she had like just finished the campaign and she was playing against like we were doing kind of like friendly matches with people who were in the chat, right? And what they ended up being was this poor person literally all of the rest of us in the chat. Like not good, like she the person who set it up didn't put time control on her as a result. And so like it was all of us kind of I don't know about this line. And of course they completely crushed. Because there's like I mean I'm like the game was not great, but there was like 3 other people who are like good to great. And they were the person who was playing was just good. Probably like at my level.
okay.
So like one person at my level versus like 4 people at my level plus with no time control. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's not much of a mission. But it was kind of like a versus the world.
Those are kind of fun matches, though. Like, I mean, I don't know. I see like a resurgence of people getting like back into chess too. Like, a couple of coworkers where they were bored and they play all the time, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty awesome. Like, I hadn't really thought about that game in a long time, so I've never been very good at chess. So I like the idea there's like kind of equivalents that I could maybe learn a little bit better. So, or not equivalents, but like similar types.
I'm not
of
very good at chess either.
Do you think down or? Man, I don't know. Down?
Yeah,
I'm leaning down. But
maybe.
we only have 2 bombs though.
Yeah.
Do we want to go down?
Yeah, it is.
It's gotta be down
Okay. Let's see if it picks up over here. And, oh, I see the big ones. I mean that's that's tough. All right, we'll try for it, and then if it because it's watch out Paul
Yeah.
because if it doesn't go, nah. All right.
It sucks going on that ball.
Yeah, we can go down and around and grab some more stuff and see if it.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get you out
I
there.
gotta do it.
Uh,
That's why we're streaming Splunky, because pretty soon we'll have sponsors and we'll be pro Splunky players.
Paul,
that
I don't think
have-
that'll ever happen.
Yeah, we'll be Splunky masters that stream Splunky.
I think the idea that there are people who like think that way, where they're like, "That's something I want to do." Oh, we got lucky. All right.
Oh, yeah, we did get lucky.
But hold on, is it? I'm not getting anything here. So is it this way?
It's got to be up there somewhere,
All right. Yeah.
because you don't get anything.
There's nothing down here. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be upwards better than.
I mean, it's so hard to tell where it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But like, okay, up left is.
There's some
I actually don't like chess. I appreciate it. Personally, I'm not sure where we're going with that.
You know, like,
Much more my type of game.
I've never played Go, but I always wanted to learn that one too. Do you think I should try here?
No, it's here somewhere.
No, it's gotta be upwards. It's not looking all the way over down there.
Or... Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
right. It's up
cool.
there. You're right.
Let's bring them over and then we'll come back.
Cool.
Oh yeah, all the way up in the left hand corner.
That's a weird placement. I guess I don't know. Maybe I should have seen that. All right, watch out, Paul. I'm gonna shoot this guy.
I'll do everything to him.
All right. Oh man, I didn't.
Oh,
all right, you
wait,
gotta
now
go.
you can
You
do
keep
it.
going.
Do,
You
do,
keep
do,
going.
do,
You
do,
go,
do,
go, go,
do,
go,
do,
go,
do,
go,
do,
go.
do, do. Okay.
All right, Paul. All right, hold on.
I'm
We're
a
going down. We're going down.
sacrifice. Oh,
No, we're gonna go down. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Okay.
my
All right.
goodness.
Man.
Yeah.
All right. It's fine. We can do this. Ready? And then.
Yeah.
All right.
Go.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm
go.
right behind you.
Yep. You keep coming, Paul. Keep
Yes, I'm
coming.
right. I'm coming.
All right.
You're right. Okay. It's
That was.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I think it.
Right,
no,
where
yeah.
I'm standing. Where I'm
Okay.
standing. Where I'm
All right.
standing. Where I'm
Okay,
standing.
there you
See that?
Yeah.
Yep.
How did you not get spiked there?
I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to second guess it because that should have been.
Just happened there.
Lady Luck smiled upon us and gave us the win.
Okay.
The animation went through me, right? Like it was just that it didn't trigger when I was directly in front of it. Like I don't know. Like
Yeah, I think it had already triggered when you were in front of it, and I
So
think
just
it
shoot.
actually.
Oh, I jumped over a shot.
that was super
I
wacky.
jumped over a shot.
There's another one in there, but I'm gonna shoot him.
Pops.
Hold on, Paul. Watch
Okay.
out.
Okay. Go. Do it.
All right. He might be
I
dead.
have to get the bombs because I need something.
Yeah, that's good. Do you want to grab this stuff up here?
I got
Yeah, you need all that.
it. Okay.
You can grab the cape too. You want the cape or no?
Oh yeah, I should get the cape. You're right. That's a good thing.
The crepes are delicious. Why didn't you get the crepes?
We should get the crepes. We should have crepes. Don't there? Isn't there?
There's a
was it
crepe.
Borderline?
There's a crepe card for sure.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. There is a crepe card around Hawthorne somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh, there's a.
Oh no, there's
Thai
a crepe.
places for
There's a
doing.
crepe place downtown. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
They sell good
Yeah.
crepes.
You got a lot of bombs. You should do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna grab. Well, you do that, and then I'll do some other stuff.
Yeah.
You hang out there. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
When I was there at 08 for Super Community, there was I don't remember the picture or Penny, one of the two, but they had it was like something from radio.
Nice.
Was that Screen Door, perhaps? Were they around in 08?
I think that was before. I don't think screen doors are not like that, but
Okay.
they're delicious. there's a lot of places that do biscuits and gravy here, and I wasn't sold at first, but it's pretty good. And I don't know if it's just because I've been out of the South for too long. I don't.
Oh my!
Oh, Paul!
Wow! Whoa!
There's a question of why I was down there trying to bomb things when you had all the bombs. All right.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
That is fine. Let's jump out of this and do like one round of Helldivers. Have you ever seen Helldivers, Phil? Or no?
Oh yeah, I played quite a bit of Helldivers.
Oh, yeah? Do you have it on the? Oh, you do have it because you have everything in the library. Do you want to?